you want to choose a college after you choose your course. This shouldn't make any difference to the outcome of your application. They have a system where applicants move between colleges depending on which colleges have the most applicants each year. So year to year, colleges are in the news for good or bad reasons, or things go through trends, and some colleges become very oversubscribed and some colleges have fewer candidates than they'd like. Ultimately, with the system of what's called pooling, your candidates who are strong enough to deserve an Oxford place should always get one, no matter which college you applied to. So if necessary, they'll just move you from the college you applied for to another one that needs better candidates. And that actually happens to about between a quarter and a third of all Oxford students. So it's really common. That said, choosing a college can matter because college shapes where you live, the people you hang out with, and a lot of the social structure of the university. So if you have strong preferences on these things, in particular the price of rent, it is worth doing your research and possibly putting in a preference. If you really don't care, you can submit an open application. That also won't be held against you in any way. What happens is a computer randomly allocates you to a college completely by chance, and once that college gets your application, they think you chose them. They can't tell the difference. So that's a completely valid choice as well. But I think it's worth bringing up because if you have strong feelings, as I say, about do you want a room with an ensuite, only some colleges have that. Do you want rent that is more affordable, or do you want to be able to pay more in exchange for a better room? These are questions you should maybe think about, as well as how far your college is from your lectures and what the kind of social culture there is. The UCAS application we kind of talked about, deadline is 15th of October. You need to fill in your details, write your personal statement, and get an academic reference. You may be required to complete additional forms. So for most subjects, there will be an extra test, which is usually pre-interview, I think almost entirely at Oxford. You have to register for these separately. Submitting your UCAS application doesn't register you for the test, so that's a really important thing to note. You may also need to submit some written work. It will tell you on the page for your course on the Oxford website what test you need to register for and how. And if you need to submit written work. So I sat the TSA, which is a very common one. If anyone here is applying for economics and management or PPE, you'll also sit the TSA. I didn't have to submit written work for my subject, human sciences. And after they've got your written work and your tests and your personal statement, they will read through your application, make decisions on who to shortlist for interviews, and conduct interviews in December, and then send out final offers, usually in January.